Welcome to the Butler Beat. I'm Mallory Winters.
And I'm Lance Rinker.
Butler's Student Government Association is encouraging Indiana lawmakers to grant legal immunity for minors in alcohol-related health emergencies. SGA plans to join a coalition of Indiana student governments by signing a resolution supporting the Indiana Lifeline Law. SGA President Al Carroll explains that student safety is the bill's main focus.
To keep their friends safe. Butler being a community of care, I think it's exactly the kind of thing that we can get behind. And like I said earlier, it's just about not having to weigh the legal ramifications of keeping your friends safe. It should be their safety is paramount in that situation.
The bill passed unanimously in the Indiana Senate and waits approval by the House.
To Write Love on Our Arms will have a table at Starbucks on Friday. The suicide prevention group will sell merchandise and provide markers for the Butler community to write the word love on their arms. Chapter President Amber Sapp says this is a great way to promote the club.
It's just kind of a way to get people aware of our organization, because people will come up to you and ask you why you have love written on your arm, and then it's kind of an opportunity for you to explain to whoever asked what our organization does and kind of what we're all about.
To Write Love on Our Arms works to promote healthy minds and to raise awareness of mental health issues like depression.
Watching videos, writing papers, and surfing the net are just a few of the ways people use their laptops. Reporter Becca Bornhurst shows us the beautiful sounds laptops can make too.
Everyone knows laptops can play music. What people don't realize is that when you put a group of performers together using their laptops to play music, a laptop orchestra is formed. The Cincinnati Laptop Orchestra Project, better known as Cyclop, performed at Butler last week in the Edison Duckwall Recital Hall. Founder and director of Cyclop, Joel Matthias, is a Butler graduate who was welcomed back by Butler School of Music's Dr. Frank Felice.
It's a marvelous pleasure to have Joel Matthias and Benny Martinson and Cyclop come in. We love it when our students go out and do great things. And the laptop ensemble, I think, is going to be unique since it's the first time that we've had a laptop ensemble actually on campus.
Cyclop consists of 11 composers and computer musicians from the University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. The group ranges from undergrad students to faculty and staff. Matthias enjoys leading the group and sharing this new type of music with others.
We're all interested in electronic music and in finding ways to perform live. So a laptop orchestra seemed like an interesting project. I'd written a few pieces that use this kind of thing and can only be done when you have a large group of musicians. So it was fun to just get a group together and try to make the music work.
Creating the music may look simple to the audience, but assembling each piece takes a lot of work behind the scenes.
We use software, either software we've written or sort of existing tools to create the sound, and then we rehearse and we put together the piece. So often one of us will go and assemble a program and write it and share it with everyone, and then we come together and rehearse it and work out how to do it as a group and create a sort of ensemble sound.
Cyclop plans to perform again at Butler in the next few years. For the Butler Beat, I'm Becca Bornhorst.
Spring break at Butler is coming up fast, and students are heading over to the Health and Recreation Complex to try to shed some of that unwanted winter weight. I paid a visit to the HRC to see just what is going on. With New Year's resolutions fading fast, it can be all too easy to bundle up, settle in, and wait for the winter to end. Before you know it, spring break is here, and those holiday treats haunt you all over again. But if you're looking to avoid your goody ghosts of holidays past, the staff at the Health and Recreation Complex has a program just for you. Sweat to Spring Break and sister program Swim to Spring Break are HRC-sponsored fitness programs aiming to motivate all community members to get fit just in time for spring break. Assistant Director of Fitness Beth Lobin explained the details of the 8-week program.
And you pick the destination. So there's anything from Gatlinburg, which is a few hundred miles, all the way up to Maui, Hawaii. And each week you work out, and for each minute of exercise, you get a mile towards your goal.
Weekly goals and prizes are benchmarks to the final destination, and a free t-shirt for a successfully completed program. Lobin says that the t-shirt is not the only incentive motivating participants.
T-shirt, while it's great, is not enough to make someone work out for 8 weeks. So I think it's kind of fun to track your mileage, and you actually are making a record of how much you've worked out in a week, and people seem to really enjoy looking at that and tracking it.
Junior Sammy Smith is participating in Swim to Spring Break, recording yards instead of miles. She says the program has been encouraging her this semester.
It definitely has gotten me to come to the HRC more times than I would have. There might be times where I just really I'm not feeling up to going to work out, but I know that if I don't, I won't reach my goal for the week. So it's definitely been a good motivating force to get me to come to the pool, get in better shape, and just have some fun.
The 4th annual Sweat to Spring Break will culminate in the biggest group fitness day of the year at the HRC, a celebration of hard work, fun, and fitness. The destinations are great from Maui to New York, but often the journey to get there is the best part. For the Butler Beat, I'm Mallory Winters.
Not far from the HRC is the Butler Bubble, where the men's and women's tennis teams compete. The men's team has a new look this year, so I paid a visit to the Butler Bubble to see the squad in action. The Butler men's tennis team is as young as it's ever been under the leadership of head coach Jason Susha. To replace 6 outgoing seniors, Susha brought in a nationally recognized recruiting class of 6 freshmen from across the globe. Featuring players from Indiana, Ohio, India, and Indonesia, the young squad is looking to reemerge as top dog in the Horizon League.
We obviously know we're young and we don't have as much experience as other teams have, but at the same time I know that we're all eager to play, and I think that could be lacking in the teams that we're playing with older guys. You know, they've kind of been doing this and they could be worn out, and I know we're all excited to get after it.
Susha recognizes the learning curve that he and his team might have to overcome, but the 15-year head coach is confident that this squad, despite its youth, can compete for a conference title.
The thing about this team is literally every day you get better. They get better every time they're out here, and that's fun. And I'm heard Austin talking about the guys being eager, and that's definitely the case. So every day it's a good day. Every day we're getting better, and hopefully the wins start piling up here late in the season.
Senior co-captain Stephen McLaughlin agrees with Susha that with this group, the sky is the limit.
You know, every year our expectation is to win the Horizon League, and this year we're definitely in the top 3. And if we keep improving at practice and in matches, I don't see why we can't win it all.
For the Butler Beat, I'm Lance Rinker.
The world record for the largest game of knockout still stands. Butler needed 379 people to break the record, but fell more than 100 people short. Still, manager of fan development, Matt Harris, says plenty of good things came from attempting the new record.
Yeah, it's just great to see everybody having fun and participating in something like this. And whether or not we break the world record, somebody will be able to say they beat hundreds of other people in a game of knockout. And so it's just something that Butler's doing that nobody else is doing. It makes it special.
Local fan Danielle Lodix won the knockout game, which was held on the main floor at Hinkle Fieldhouse.
The Gridiron Celebrity Hoops game is intended to bring players off the field and into the community. Ashley Davis has more.
The game was held at Hinkle Fieldhouse and featured NFL players as well as other well-known celebrities. The tickets sold help abandoned and abused children in foster care. This year, the Indiana Department of Child Services was selected to receive some of the proceeds. The players said they enjoyed helping out the cause.
It's definitely a great cause to have so many people out here come out. So many kids need homes, and it's just great to be a part of it.
Many of the players traveled from across the country to show their support.
I actually came out here from Los Angeles because of the good cause. I mean, there's really kids out there that are unprivileged and deserve a chance, and just want to come out here and just give everybody a good game. And
players were split into 2 teams, the National Foster Care and the American Foster Care. The annual event is held the night before the Super Bowl. This year, Butler University has enjoyed having the Super Bowl so close. SGA President Al Carroll said it helps being close to downtown Indianapolis.
The Super Bowl is great for Butler because Butler is just an outstanding venue. I think our proximity to downtown is great for this kind of an event. People in Indianapolis are familiar with our area and are familiar with the big things that are going on here. I think it's a great opportunity to highlight our school and the great things that we're doing here.
This was the 14th year for the Gridiron event, and it has become a unique addition to Super Bowl weekend. It is intended to provide family entertainment to a diverse audience, in addition to raising money and awareness. For the Butler Beat, I'm Ashley Davis.
That wraps up the first segment of this week's Butler Beat. I'm Lance Rinker.
And I'm Mallory Winters. Stay with us for segment 2, when Shelby Sebring interviews 2 people about all of the Butler students who were involved in the Super Bowl activities here in Indianapolis.